The news center analysis where Aarti is standing by. And Aarti, for a minute, let's talk more about Arvind Kejriwal. And she was just getting us updates on what's happening outside his residence. But let's talk about, the kind of victory that the Aam Aadmi Party got in 2015. And since then, the change we've seen in Arvind Kejriwal, the politician.
In tracking the evolution of the Aam Aadmi Party, and Arvind Kejriwal himself can see such a stark difference from the Aam Aadmi Party's originals to now, the party that it is now, from what it was as the India Against Corruption movement to what it is now. And it's been a dramatic transformation at that. And very key to that was the 2015 electoral victory. It was a victory that stunned so many, and it was a very significant victory for a number of reasons. The first, it proved that the 2013 win, or rather not win, its performance. Remember, it had 28 seats for a party that was making its political debut, for a party that didn't have any base as such. To be taking on the BJP and winning 28 seats was a huge credit to itself. And the 2015 win proved that 2013 was not an aberration. This is a party that actually could feel the pulse of the Delhi voters, and that reflected in its 2015 performance. But not just that, the 2015 performance, and it was a game changer in many sense, because for the party, it swept the election, the Delhi polls at a time when there was a very high BJP and a Modi wave. The 2015 win came just a few months after Modi swept the Lok Sabha elections of 2014. It had come on the back of a series of BJP wins in state elections, but despite that, they managed to win in 2015. Now, it was essentially an upstart political party, and the Aam Aadmi Party was a political experiment to go from an anti-corruption movement to a political party and to beat the BJP's electoral machinery. This is a party that had all the big guns. This is a party that had almost revolutionized electioneering in India. To take on the BJP and to beat them was deeply, hugely significant. And not just that, it was the magnitude of the win. To win 67 seats, that's 95% of the votes, to poll over 50% of the votes. That's never happened in the national capital, and for a political upstart to do that was hugely significant. But it was after that win that Arvind Kejriwal was really under the spotlight. And between 2015 to 2020, you've seen an Arvind Kejriwal 3.0. And we call the 3.0 because you can actually divide Kejriwal's career into these three parts, and you will see the transformation. You will see how he's changed over the years. The first big change that we've seen specifically in this election campaign is that he has not attacked Narendra Modi personally at all. He's not mentioned his name. This is a man who called the Prime Minister a coward and a psychopath. From then to actually going and defending the Prime Minister, saying Narendra Modi is my Prime Minister as well, when a Pakistani minister attacked him, it's a huge U-turn. There has been no word on Narendra Modi. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal has tried to skirt the issue entirely. It's been a huge U-turn on his adversarial politics. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party is known for its politics of confrontation, of dharnas and andolans, but you've not kind of seen that. This is a man who once famously slept on the streets during the Republic Day parade, just ahead of that, and proudly proclaimed, "I am an anarchist." We have not seen those kind of comments. We've seen a more statesman-like approach from Arvind Kejriwal. Now, he's also very interestingly been silent on the student protests. Arvind Kejriwal was a man who went to JNU after the whole Tukde Tukde controversy, stood by all of them, and got a lot of flack for that. This time, even in the midst of all the protests over Jamia, over JNU, he's been very silent, and it's been a strategic silence, one that the BJP has tried to exploit, but he's again skirted through the issue, waded through that minefield without actually committing to what his position has been. Now, he's also distanced himself from the Citizenship Amendment Act. He's also distanced himself from the Shaheen Bagh protests. And very interestingly, this is a man who's incidentally even backed the government on the Motor Vehicles Act, not something that you see very often. So as far as the Citizenship Amendment Act is concerned, Shaheen Bagh is concerned, the NRC is concerned, opting for a very ambivalent but strategic ambivalent position. Arvind Kejriwal of 2020 is a very different man from the Arvind Kejriwal of 2013 or 2015 even. And today, it's going to be a test of whether that rebranding of Arvind Kejriwal has paid off.
All right, Aarti, thanks so much for